of activity in stall 13 there with Hieronymus, but Hieronymus breaks out well. Faro de San Juan was the one that was a little bit slow into stride. Amber Island on the extreme left and Pause for Thought are both those that show up prominently towards the centre of the track, where they're tracked by Flying Secret, Wyvern, and settling behind them is Final Watch in the very pale colours. Right-hand side of that group is Kim and Kate and Faro de San Juan at the back of it. Over on the right-hand side we have Hieronymus and the free-sweating Alazwar showing the way, with Crystal Cask and Too Tempting in that group with Conquistador as they make their way down through the first half of the contest. Hieronymus over to the right-hand side. Up the centre races Amber Island. They're the first two to show. Alazwar towards the right as well in company with Too Tempting. Pause for Thought up the centre in the red colours. Then the yellow colours of Final Watch from Kim and Kate behind these Flying Secret, trying to make a little bit of ground. We still have 2.5 furlongs to go. Amber Island towards the centre. Hieronymus probably the overall leader on the near side, with Alazwar, Too Tempting. Final Watch trying to come out of the pack. Faro de San Juan from Kim and Kate and Conquistador. Near side have the advantage. Hieronymus and Alazwar from Too Tempting. Others struggling to get in it down the centre. Faro de San Juan doing his best as Alazwar now moves through to press the long-time leader Hieronymus. Then behind these Too Tempting and Conquistador. Near side a big advantage here as Alazwar goes to the front for Brodie Hampson. From Hieronymus in second, Too Tempting and Conquistador, but it is Alazwar in the colours of the rider who'll score for Archie Watson. Alazwar beat into second place Hieronymus. Third goes to Too Tempting ahead of Conquistador. Best of those up the middle, Final Watch and Flight. They're all set and they leave the stalls. A little bit slow into stride is Scylla, who's being rousted along, and just allowed to drift back is Juana Inez as Camerati, Hampden Park and Waxing Gibbous are the first three to show through the first quarter mile. Hurtle Wallop, same colours as Waxing Gibbous but with the lilac cap, races in fourth, with Through the Ages in fifth. At this stage the market leader Scenic is settled one off the running rail, racing in sixth place, just ahead of Scylla in company with Juana Inez as they've now made the most of the descent and they're heading towards Swinley Bottom. Camerati it is who has the lead, and that advantage remains round about a length or so from Hampden Park on the outside of the red cap of Waxing Gibbous as they prepare to turn at the far end. Hurtle Wallop is in fourth place with Through the Ages, and then the pale blue of the market leader Scenic, who races in sixth. Scylla comes next and Juana Inez. The French import is at the back of the 8-strong field, who are led by Camerati, the other winner in the field, as they turn now right-handed and begin to climb in the final 7 furlongs. Camerati has the lead by a length from Hampden Park, with in third Waxing Gibbous. Hurtle Wallop comes next ahead of Through the Ages, whose partner is Scenic, as they dispute fifth place, 2 lengths to Scylla, and no move yet from Juana Inez as they've now reached the halfway stage and they're climbing steadily from Swinley Bottom. Camerati still has the lead. It's 3 parts of a length to in second place Hampden Park. Chase for Palm Pair is next. In third place Waxing Gibbous, just ahead of in fourth place Hurtle Wallop. Still no change in the play really. Through the Ages and Scenic are the next two in fifth and sixth, and the last two remain Scylla and Juana Inez as Camerati just tries to up the ante slightly as they approach now the final half mile. Camerati from Hampden Park nicely positioned on the leaders' quarters. In third place is Waxing Gibbous. Scenic's in fifth place, tracking Hurtle Wallop at this stage with Through the Ages as Scylla comes off the bridle, and Juana Inez still held up at the back of the field, still travels okay as Camerati and Hampden Park are the first two to turn for home. Light blue of Scenic up towards the centre of the racecourse, just being pushed along to get on terms as Hampden Park strikes and goes for home. In second, Waxing Gibbous, Camerati, Scenic making hard work of chasing the leader, and then behind these Juana Inez and Hampden Park for Rohaan Murphy has stolen a march here on the market leader Scenic. The gap between them is 5 lengths. Juana Inez is running on for a share of the places, but Hampden Park, despite drifting over to the far side, well positioned, and Rohaan Murphy bounded away. Hampden Park floors Scenic, beaten again. In third place Juana Inez. Hurtle Wallop much better this afternoon in fourth, ahead of Camerati in fifth. A mile is the trip and they're off. A bit of jostling from the stalls. Days of Our Lives was the one that just got a little bit of a nudge as Stormbuster and Florida are the first two to show. Metal Merchant drops onto their backs with Sweet Reward towards the right-hand side. They're all just moved slightly off the running rail and heading middle to stand side. Now Keen in the visor. Stormbuster begins to tank along. Florida White Jacket in second with Sweet Reward in the blue and yellow. Metal Merchant's yellow cap on the outside of Jeff Coons. They're followed by Days of Our Lives and the last two, Dawn of Liberation and Raising Sand, is held up as usual at the back of the pack. So out in the lead it is Stormbuster who shows the way, and that advantage is a good healthy 2 to 3 lengths at this stage over Florida and Sweet Reward, who head the chase. Jeff Coons comes next, just ahead of Metal Merchant. Behind these, Days of Our Lives, then Raising Sand, and on the left hand side the very pale colours of Dawn of Liberation. So staying more towards the centre of the racecourse. Out in the lead it is Stormbuster, Florida, Sweet Reward and Jeff Coons travelling up strongly. Behind those we have Days of Our Lives, Metal Merchant, Raising Sand just pushed along, and then Dawn of Liberation. Coming back to them, Stormbuster, as Florida, Jeff Coons and Metal Merchant all begin to stake their claims. Raising Sand has plugged on into 4th place as Jeff Coons and Metal Merchant hard up this near side rail have the advantage. Florida is in 3rd place, Raising Sand and Days of Our Lives, but it's Metal Merchant and Jeff Coons who are battling this out from Florida and Days of Our Lives. Metal Merchant still narrowly from Jeff Coons, who's a persistent challenger for Rab Havlin. Metal Merchant, Jeff Coons, very little between the pair, going all the way to the line, very close. Metal Merchant and Jeff Coons, never a nostril in it for the final 100 yards. Murless Stakes, sponsored by Troy Asset Management. They leave the stalls. Middle Earth a little bit slow into stride. Climate Friendly is immediately sent forward. Nakib, Jim Crowley taking a big tug to try and just get back off the heels of those in front as they approach the first turn. Nadawi is also pushing up on the inside. So early on it's Climate Friendly who leads Chesspiece and Nadawi as they turn away, having completed that short run to the bend. Middle Earth is in 4th place, LeMay in the green and white stripes, and held up at the back is Nakib, having just been restrained from that wide out draw. So now they're racing past the 1.5 mile start downhill for Climate Friendly, who has the lead on a long rein by in 2nd place Chesspiece in the blue. Racing in 3rd is Nadawi in the blue and orange colours. Middle Earth in the claret jacket ahead of LeMay, and the blue and white of Nakib as they continue to run downhill. And the field is separated by 4 or 5 lengths as Climate Friendly continues the run towards the final 1.25 miles of the Noel Murless Stakes. Chesspiece is in 2nd place at this stage. Racing in 3rd towards the inside is Nadawi. In 4th place is Middle Earth on the outside. Nakib is also one off the rail on the outer of LeMay as they've now completed the descent and they're heading towards the final mile, just beginning this right-hand turn. Change of lead as Chesspiece has moved forward and taken Climate Friendly. Racing in 3rd on the inside is Nadawi of Middle Earth. Quite keen on the outer is Nakib of LeMay as they'll now begin the turn and shortly also begin the climb. So passing the halfway stage shortly, and out in the lead it is Chesspiece by over a length from Climate Friendly. Middle Earth has moved into 3rd place, racing on the outside of Nadawi. Then Nakib and LeMay remains the back marker as they turn and now begin the climb towards the final 3/4 mile. Chesspiece still has the advantage. Climate Friendly 3/4 length away on the inside. Middle Earth is the one that's travelling widest of all, disputing 3rd place at this stage on the outside of Nadawi. Nakib passing the 5 furlong pole is one from the back, and LeMay is last of all. It is Chesspiece dictating affairs. Climate Friendly's moved one off the rail into 2nd place. Racing in 3rd, then on the inside is Nadawi of Middle Earth. Still no move yet from either LeMay or Nakib, both of whom still travel well enough, but they have got about 4 lengths to find on the leader, who remains Chesspiece, who just begins to wind it up as they make their way round the turn. It is Chesspiece who's asked for a little bit more. Climate Friendly and then Middle Earth. Pulling towards the outside will be Nakib in the blue and white. The other way goes LeMay in the green and white stripes. It is Chesspiece who has the lead. Middle Earth coming after the leader. Then LeMay at the moment. Nakib is struggling to pick up. It's Middle Earth and Chesspiece, the adversaries from the Ledger, who have 3 lengths in hand over Nakib as battle is joined with a furlong to go. Middle Earth in the claret jacket on the outside of Chesspiece. They're away from Nakib, who can only make 3rd. Middle Earth is drifting to the right-hand side, still has the advantage from Chesspiece, and at the line it is Middle Earth who reverses places from the Ledger with Chesspiece. The pair were clear from Nakib, who hung to the right but was 3rd. LeMay was 4th. And All Right Sunshine is not going to come out again. All Right Sunshine, the stalls have gone back. He has planted himself, and we've now got to get him out of the way before the field come round again. But All Right Sunshine, backed out of the stalls, has for the second time refused to race. So 6 of them, headed by Oceanline, make their way up the home straight in the early stages, with Brave Knight in second place. Racing in third is Seastone, who is on the inside of the orange and blue colours of High Brazil. And the back 2 at this stage are El Jassour and Educator, as Oceanline passes the winning line with a couple of lengths in hand. Over in second place races Brave Knight. Third, disputed between Seastone on the running rail, racing on the inside of High Brazil. Then El Jassour, and Educator is last of the 6 as All Right Sunshine makes his way off the track as the 6 runners reach the 1.5 miles from home point. Oceanline has the advantage. Brave Knight in second. High Brazil has moved through to share second place. Seastone still under restraint in the noseband in fourth, just ahead of El Jassour, and at the back Educator, and the pace has definitely steadied. Rob Hornby, having got to the lead on this descent, is just taking a pull, and they're stacked up in behind. High Brazil on the outside of Brave Knight. Seastone a little keen now in fourth place on this descent, and Educator on the inside of El Jassour as they've all packed up as they just about reach the foot of the hill, and they have 10 furlongs to travel. Oceanline getting a soft time of things out on the front end from Brave Knight and High Brazil. Seastone just a little bit keen now in fourth place once the pace has steadied in the noseband, yellow and blue colours. Benoit de Lassiette with a tight grip of the reins. El Jassour in fifth place towards the outside, and Educator remains the back marker as they're now making the turn, and we've reached the halfway stage with a mile to go. Out in the lead it is Oceanline from High Brazil on the outside of Brave Knight. El Jassour on the outside of Seastone, and Educator it is who sees them all as they make their turn and begin the climb up from Swindley Bottom with 7 furlongs to travel. Oceanline, High Brazil and Brave Knight continue to dispute second place. El Jassour and Seastone continue to dispute fourth, and Educator, as they head towards the final 6 furlongs, remains the back marker. Still Oceanline, not felt any dangers behind just yet, dictating the pace that he likes from in second place. Brave Knight on the inside as they all lob along with High Brazil, Seastone and El Jassour as Oceanline continues to stack them up. Educator the back marker as they make their way now with 4.5 furlongs to go. Oceanline leading this out by still over a length. Brave Knight on the inside, and now pushed along is High Brazil. Still no move from Seastone. El Jassour's rider just beginning to push along, and Educator as now Oceanline and Rob Hornby try to steal away round this final turn. In second place Brave Knight, Seastone staying to the inside in the noseband as they make the corner. Then behind these High Brazil they reach the cutaway. Out in the lead it is Oceanline. Seastone and Brave Knight are the 2 that are throwing down challenges. Educator trying to get on terms as well. Oceanline still has the advantage. Seastone now moving through to press the leader with 1.5 furlongs to go, but Oceanline digs in again and pulls out a bit more. Seastone cannot get by. Brave Knight in third, Educator and El Jassour, and Oceanline 2 lengths clear from Seastone. A canny ride from the front from Rob Hornby sees Oceanline make all. Seastone in second place, third just goes to Brave Knight with Educator, El Jassour, and they were clear from High Brazil. And they're off and racing. And from the stalls, away alertly towards the near side Anthem National. Mitro's on fire as they all head over there. River Nymph, the keen Q8 City, tracks the leaders as Dream of Gold is handy in the centre of the racecourse. So as they settle down, the grey Mitro's on fire and River Nymph holding the stand-side running rail. Dream for Gold up the centre in company with Dusky Lord and King's Lynn. Tanmawi comes next, just ahead of English Oak and Dark 30 in that group towards the centre of the racecourse. Rohaan at the back of the near side group in company with Tough Enough and Silver Samurai as they all edge over to this near side at halfway. Under the near side, still up there is Lethal Nymph out towards the centre. Dream for Gold in company with Dusky Lord. Yasser trying to get on terms with the leaders as well from just behind the speed as they make their way with English Oak trying to challenge. Rohaan now needs a little bit of luck as he begins to try and pick his way through the field on the near side. Lethal Nymph, Executive Decision, Mitro's on fire, Dream for Gold and English Oak. Rohaan spies a gap against the near side rail and begins to charge through. Mitro's on fire, English Oak. Rohaan late on the seed with his trademark finish.
English Oak, Rohaan now in full cry as they head for the line. Rohaan and English Oak, Rohaan! Another win, roller coaster ride, felled English Oak in the final stride. Mitro's on fire, Yassin Extreme for gold, Lethal Nymph.